Baguio is one of the most popular places in the Philippines, in a country where the scorching sun can be felt almost all throughout the year. A city which boasts a temperature that does not exceed 20 degrees is heaven for a lot of Filipinos. But Baguio is more than just its cold atmosphere. It is also rich in culture and history, which is reflected in many of its famous destinations.
When passing by the Cannon Road, a lion will greet you, signifying that you are close to stepping foot on the city of Baguio. The famous 40-foot high lion's head carved from a limestone boulder at the cliffside of the road. It is the undisputed landmark that anyone who went to Baguio City must see, or else your trip will not be completed.
If you're looking for an escape from stress, then you can visit the very popular Burnham Park, which lies at the heart of the city. The park offers boat rentals where you can experience rowing your own boat around the man-made lake. It is a perfect bonding activity for your family and friends. If you are afraid of the water, then you can try renting bikes of different kinds for different ages.
For the past 100 years, the Officers Training School of the Armed Forces on the Philippines has made Baguio City its home. The Philippine Military Academy, or PMA, boasts of a long and illustrious history of preparing only the best Filipino men and in recent times women for military service. Located at Fort Gregorio del Pilar on Luacan Road, visitors are welcome to explore the grounds, view the cadets performing their drills, and explore the PMA Museum, and walk around its manicured grounds to see vintage tanks and other historical military weapons. PMA is full of tradition and pageantry. There are drill exhibitions on weekends, alumni homecoming and celebrations in February, and graduation ceremonies at the end of the school year. The manicured grounds are open to the public all year round.
Sinabi niya na taga-Dalawang. First, it started because day 17 ako pumasok. But then, siguro nasanay na kasi ang ACADS dito, sabay-sabay yung ano. So, masasanay everyday na ako ulit-ulit yung ginagawa. Masasanay na rin sa
So, yung location ng Baguio, because it's high altitude, it's strategical, based from nung unang panahon. Kasi nung unang panahon, diba, nagkakaroon tayo ng World Wars. So, dito nilagay yung Fort General Vigoro HQ kasi nahihirapan yung mga invaders na akyatin itong camp na to. Kaya dito nilagay yung base kasi ito yung institution na kung saan nag-produce sila ng mga soldiers. So, importante ito sa ating armed forces of the Philippines. Kaya dito nilagay. So, location ng Baguio kasi because it's high altitude, strategical, based from
pero siguro yun din yung ginawa ng pagpapalit.
so, dito
Dati, hindi ko siya.
Cap General,
At saka mataas.
Fort General Vigoro kasi hirapan yung mga
Hindi ko siya nag-get.
invaders na
Dito yung
dito yung base kasi ito yung institution na kung saan nag-produce sila yung mga soldiers. So, importante ito sa ating armed forces. Kaya dito.
Baguio's cold temperature is perfect for growing strawberries all year long. It costs twice the market price to pick your own strawberries and vegetables, for a lot may be ruined or wasted when harvested by tourists. It is like you are paying for the strawberries and for the experience. As you walk in the aisle, you can see different vegetables like broccoli, leeks, lettuces, pechay, repolyo, and many more. You can buy 3 pieces lettuces for just 50 pesos, and you can experience to cut and harvest it on your own. And the farmers are approachable to teach you how to do it right.
Located at La Trinidad Benguet, the Bell Church. As you enter the Bell Church, you will feel the warm welcome of the place because of the denotement, "Welcome to the Bell Church." Walk the path and you'll be optically discern what's make the Bell Church a famous landmark. Historical calligraphy writings on the walls, eye-seeking pagodas all around, green spade dragons and lions in front of the temple, sacramental lotus pond at the center of the place, breathtaking landscape garden all throughout the church.
If you are a nature lover, then Baguio Botanical Garden is just perfect for you. A place where you can breathe out the stress from the urban world. Here, you can witness and nourish the culture of the Igorots and their village. There are large statues depicting Cordillera tribesmen and symbols and Cordillera huts that surround the garden, making tourists feel and experience a different place. There are also food stalls and souvenir shops where you can customize some of their products. Baguio Botanical Garden has a great landscape architecture filled with towering pine trees, bright sunflowers, garden sage, and a lot more.
Not far from the Botanical Garden is another famous landmark, the mansion. It once catered the needs of our former presidents here in the Philippines. The mansion is older than the city itself. It was built in 1908 for the U.S. Governor Generals, but was rebuilt because of the damage caused by the WW2 or the World War II.
The Grotto was established in 1907 by the Spanish Jesuits for the glory of God. That was according to the sign that I read. But with furthermore research, it was constructed to commemorate the numerous visions of the Virgin Mary by a 14-year-old French girl named Bernadette Soubirous. It was a very unusual sight to see and an extraordinary thing to hear about its history, and I will never forget how it felt when I was a bit closer to heaven and seeing the view of the downtown La Union.
For food lovers, 50s diners just like those diners you'll usually see in the old American movies and has the power to take you back to the times of our great-grandfathers. The price of the food they serve does not exceed 200 pesos and it tastes really great.
Diplomat Hotel. It was built by the Dominican Order by 1915. It didn't start as a hotel. It is actually a vacation house that was built by the Dominican Order when they arrived here in the Philippines. It was also used as a school named Colegio del Santísimo Rosario, but due to low enrollment, it was reverted back as a vacation house. It was a place where people hid themselves to escape from the Japanese forces, and it served as a refuge. The building experienced great damage, but after the war, it was reconstructed. The interior of the structure went into remodeling and turned into a 33-room hotel by 1973. The exterior and other parts of the building were retained. The amazing part that was retained is the 12-feet granite cross of the Dominican Order, overlooking the eye-catching view of Baguio. It was managed by a faith healer, Tony Agpaal. He has a great belief of healing a person by an alternative way. But after his death, the building eventually fell into neglect and disrepair. Dominican Hill by that time was claimed to be a haunted place. The residents nearby said that there are times that they could hear banging of doors, windows, clattering the dishes, and voices screaming for help, and sometimes voices giggling. Maybe these goose-bumping events could be considered as the spirits who decided to stay, or maybe these are the spirits who actually seek for help but didn't find any.
Kuya, matagal ka na dito sa Diplomat Hotel?
Oo, matagal na.
May mga experiences ka ba na nakakatakot dito sa
Meron, mga...
Pwede mo ba i-share sa amin?
Pwede.
Sige, kuya.
Yung mga, normal lang minsan, lalakad, mga patang malay-lalay. Tapos mga lang din, mga tanang lalaro.
Chine-check niyo, kuya?
Oo, sinecheck talaga namin. Minsan kasi sobrang lakas ng mga...
Kalabag.
Oo. Tsaka malinis.
May nagsasalita ko.
Oo.
Kasi malakas? Parang totoong may naglalaro.
Oo. Nasa taas, nasa baba ka tapos, uy, may taas na.
May nag-uusap.
Oo, may taas.
May nag-uusap din, kuya.
Oo, yun yung mga
Ano language?
Before ka magtrabaho dito, kuya, may mga naririnig ka ng stories.
Oo.
Bakit naisipan mo?
Siyempre sa trabaho, kailangan natin kita. Oo. Hindi lang yung mga dati kasi na namin talagang talagang siyakan sila dito at sila sigaw kasi hinawakan talaga sila.
Hinawakan?
Oo.
Today, the place is actually the right place to visit if you're curious, brave, or trying to be brave thrill seekers.
Chanum Foundation funded the reconstruction of Ifugao houses in Baguio in 1998. They brought the original materials from Bangaan, Ifugao and reconstructed them in Baguio, renewed the Kogon roofs and laid them to resemble a Cordilleran village. In this village, we can see an Ifugao hut elevated to about shoulder height by 4 posts called tukud, which is fitted with wooden guards. This guard serves to protect the rice stored inside the hut from animals like rats. The entrance of the hut is where the ladder is located. For what we observed, the hut can only accommodate 2 persons in maximum. In its ceiling, you will see an open space that serves as storage for Ifugao's unthreshed rice. Its roof is made of kogon and the hut doesn't have walls, for the roof eaves are already extended in its floor. Trekking in this village might be fun, but at the same time, it can be dangerous, for the mountain is slippery and the pathways were faded. At the top of the village, you can see the viewing deck where the wind chime stands. Here, you can enjoy the fresh and wonderful atmosphere. Going down the village, you can see the rest of Ifugao huts. There is a hut called Dukligan where it is said that couples stay there for a month, and after that period and the woman does not conceive a child, the man can sleep with another woman without forfeiting their marriage.
Easter Weaving Room is owned by the Philippine Episcopal Church. In this establishment, you can see different kinds of coin purse made from abaca cloth, different size of knives with delicate carvings, tribal necklace, and of course the popular barrel man of Baguio. As we go down, a number of women manually crafting the clothes using the age-old weaving process. Different cloths with detailed designs are made. There are also big wooden wheel at the side. They use it to classify the color of threads and to organize it depending on the design of the cloth. Going to the first floor is a mezzanine, where you will be able to find bonnet caps, scarf of different sizes, shawls, and even jackets and shirts. Product that you will buy is made from the sweat and hardship of your fellow Filipino with dedication to give you the best product that they can make.
Baguio is a very diverse city. It is a mixture of the now and what has been. Its landmarks have seen the fall of the city during its difficult times. It has also stood as a witness on how Baguio picked up its pace again to rise to what it is now. Baguio is not just a perfect getaway for a quality time with our friends and family. It gives people experiences and lessons that one will not forget as we go down the confines of its city. We earn stories that we will never forget, stories that we will never get tired of telling. Behind this story are 11 girls, 4 days and 3 nights of fun, laughter, and adventure, far from the confines of our homes. You'll never really know a person unless you start living with them. And I guess, for that brief moment that we stayed under the same roof together, we had a better understanding for each other, and we learned to accept our differences. There might be misunderstandings and difficulties, but we managed to survive and have fun. This is our story. What's yours?